going. I don't want the dogs to go.
Today we've come out deep into the countryside of Romania because we had heard rumors of a toxic orange-covered lake that had completely covered up a town. Yo, where are you guys taking me? Out into the middle of nowhere?
Yeah. I don't even know. I'm not even driving. I'm not getting blamed for this one.
We are off-roading right now in the middle of nowhere, Romania. No one out here speaks any English. We are so far in the country that we are driving up a road in off-road mode on this car, and it doesn't look like anything other than a horse has been up here for the past 20 years. But we're gonna find this place that we're trying to get to right now at some point. We have no service, but we do have maps. So hopefully this map doesn't cut out because we'd be screwed otherwise. Oh, also there's a guy cutting some trees with a chainsaw as he drove by, and I think he was thinking that we're gonna get lost here. And Dan thinks that he's gonna get a new Audi for his birthday.
That guy, he was smiling so happily, thinking, oh, those guys are gonna get slaughtered in the woods, and I've got myself a new Q7 for my birthday. I can't say no. Why? I don't know. Keep going. I don't know where the dogs are gone.
She's like, no you're not.
Back around. Yeah. Dead end. Oh.
That stuff right now is going into the river. Toxic waste. Every tree around here has just been covered. Everything in this little area is gray and muddy and sludgy.
Oh, dude. Oh. Yes, the signs that says literally no filming. They don't want people to even see this. It's crazy because, I mean, it is actually pretty insane. We're going to park this car. We're going to show you this church. The only thing sticking out now is the church left. But without this car...
We have finally parked the car and we've been able to get around here. It's a big long road to get around the outside of this lake right here, and we have finally made it. It's so bright orange. It doesn't even look as bright in the camera, but it is like glowing orange. It all started in 1977 when the dictator of Romania first discovered this copper mine right near the small village of Geamana. He told everyone they were gonna have to leave in 1978, and they thought they were gonna be rich because of it. They were told that they were gonna be moving only 7 kilometers to a new village, and they're gonna be getting a ton of money for it. Actually, they were moved 100 kilometers out. They only received a small piece of land and a little bit of money for their moving and relocating. So they really got screwed over. And the only thing left standing of this village really is the top of this church out here. So everything was below that church. That was just the highest point in the village here. So this lake right here is full of cyanide. It was actually part of the extraction process when you're extracting copper from the mine, is cyanide is produced, and that's why they had to evacuate a town so they could have a place for all their toxic waste storage. So initially they started with this town of Geamana, and they used it as like a little ditch where they were putting the toxic waste, but since they were extracting 1,100 tons of copper at the peak of the time they were extracting it, they were doing that every single year. They had so much toxic waste that eventually it just spread to the town and filled up the whole entire town. And now you can see, as you probably saw from the drone shots, it's everywhere. It is huge. It's much bigger than that small 400-person town at the point of when it first started in 1978. The crazy part is, even how far we are in the middle of nowhere, there's a sign here. It says no filming. It's like an official government sign. Basically, I think they're trying to cover this place up. Ideally, they wouldn't like anyone to know that there was a village underneath here and that they forced all these people to move and that they're doing this toxic, dirty work here. But you know, every government has something like that. So it's kind of interesting to see. This is the only thing giving away that there was a town under here, was this little church. Currently driving out of here now. We're trying to drive around. We're hoping that we have the right way. Going back the other way was really brutal, so we're hoping that if we go around this way, we should be good. But we only have about 30 kilometers left on the gas, so we're hoping we can get out before we run out of gas and we get stuck here at night. The villagers around here, you know, most Romanians are really friendly, but these ones, they don't seem very happy whenever we pass by. So we don't want to get stuck here at night. On our way out, we stopped at this little place. We saw these little ruins It looks like this was part of the village. This was about 3 or 4 houses here. This one, it seems like they've been taking apart, maybe using for their own houses around here. The villagers who still live here. But look at this. This house has been torn apart. It was probably a huge house right here, but it's been torn apart. But look at this color of blue around here. This water is crazy. It's so turquoise. You can see over here is where there's actual villagers living still. There is some people walking around, there are cars. So it seems like some people, just kind of like Chernobyl, people haven't left here or they've come back afterwards because there's still people living in this like toxic environment, which is kind of interesting. Either they have some kind of attachment to this place or living here isn't as bad as I think. I don't know. But I mean, look at this. Look at this water. We soon discovered that this area had once been a graveyard that is now mostly underwater. The locals who had moved just as far as the edge of the lake had been deconstructing this old church, which could soon be underwater as well. Look at that, sunken underwater.
Coming up here to see too. Quick.
Right there. Right there.
Oh my God, you're right. You're right. Okay.
They go out deep. You can see them right out there.
This whole place, we're on a massive gravestone.
We had to get out of there before we ran out of gas and before the gas stations closed.
You can walk on it.
Whoa.
It's hard.
It looks like we're on the moon. On our way back, we found a dried out part of the lake, and we just made it out with enough gas to get back. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out my last Romania videos for more adventures like this, and subscribe if you're new here. That's it for today, Rogue Nation. Until next time, explore the world.